Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to perform some post-installation configuration in Windows 10 environment. First I will change the firewall settings. So I go to the start menu and type control panel. And then open system and security. And then select Windows Defender Firewall. On the left side of the screen, there is turn Windows Defender Firewall on or off. So I select that item and then turn off all three firewall settings. In production environment, you should keep all the firewall settings turned on. If your computer is not within a domain, then you will have two settings and you will not have domain network settings option. Then I click on OK. Next I go to control panel home and then select user accounts and user accounts again. Then I select change user account control settings. And on the notification bar, I slide the bar to never notify. Any changes in Windows settings or any software installation will not be notified to the user. This might be useful in a test environment. So I click on OK and then close user accounts, which will close control panel. I will go to the start menu once again and then open settings. From here I will open apps and features and then scroll down. I can uninstall the apps and features that I'm not going to use. For example, I will remove Solitaire collection. So I'll click on uninstall and uninstall again. That collection has been removed. I will go to the home and then I can personalize Windows 10. I can change the background color, change color features and lock screen option. However, I need to activate Windows to be able to do that. Since I'm using a test environment and my Windows 10 is not activated, I cannot change these settings here. So I will close this settings window. I will open control panel again from the start menu. And then I will open system and security and then select system. From here I can see the detailed specification of this machine. For example, the machine name, the memory and the operating system. If I want to change the computer name, I can change it from here, and the operating system specification detail. I will close this window. Next I will go to control panel home and under hardware I will select view devices and printers. From here I can add new devices with the system. I can install a new printer and so on. Now I will go back to control panel home and then open hardware and sound. From here I will open power options. The current setting is a balanced power plan. In a balanced power plan, you have a balance between the computer performance and the energy consumption. If you are using a laptop, then maybe it's a better option to use power saver that will keep the laptop battery for longer time. However, it will reduce the performance. Also, there is additional plan under the drop down. You can select this high performance. It will increase the performance of the machine, but it will consume more energy. Next, I will create a power plan. So I select create a power plan. I will give a name to this power plan. And then I will go next and then create. Now, if I want to change the settings of my power plan, I can do so by clicking on change plan settings. Also, here is change advanced power settings. I can change different settings that will change the uses of power. For example, I can change the time of turning off the hard disk after 30 minutes. I can change other settings such as wireless adapter setting, and power saving mode is maximum performance currently. If I want to change it, I can go to the drop down and change options. So I'll click on OK, and then I will close this window. Next, I will change some configuration settings in Internet Explorer. So I will open Internet Explorer from the Start menu. I can type in Internet Explorer or IE. The first time you open Internet Explorer, it prompts you for this setting. I will select Use Recommended Security and Compatibility Settings and click on OK. I will close this tab and open Microsoft.com. Next, I will go to the Tools menu, which is at the top right corner, the gear icon, and then select Internet Options, and I will create the home page as the current page that I have loaded, which is Microsoft.com. So I will click on Use Current. Next, I will clear browsing history. To clear browsing history in the General tab, I can go to Delete under Browsing History, and then I can select different options and then click on Delete. Next, I will go to Security tab. From the Internet zone, I can change the security level for this zone to different settings. I can go to Custom Level. I can change different settings. For example, under ActiveOS Control and Plugin, I can allow previously unused ActiveOS Control to run without prompt. In that case, I will click on Enable. Okay, I'm not going to change these settings, so I click on Cancel. Then I will go to Trusted Sites. Then I can add different sites as trusted sites. So I'll go to Sites button. Or I can add adatom.com, which is not using HTTPS. So I will use www. This will be the local site in this domain. However, the option which says requires server verification HTTPS, I need to turn this off as I'm using HTTP, not HTTPS. So click on Add and then Close and then OK. I can click on a white space on any site and then go to Properties. Here it shows different information of this site. For example, the zone is internet, protected mode is off. I'll click on OK. Next, I will go back to internet options again from the tools menu, and then I will go to privacy tab. Here the default setting is turn on pop-up blocker. I can change these settings, so I'll go to settings and then add microsoft.com and pop-ups will not be blocked from this site. So I'll click on close. Next, I will go to connections tab, and from here I will go to LAN settings. I will deselect automatically detect settings and use a proxy server settings. Let's say I have a proxy server 172.16.255.20, and that proxy is using port number 8080. Also, if the request is coming from a local machine, then I can use bypass proxy. So I'll click on OK. Next, I'm going to go to the Programs tab. Here I will select Manage Add-ons. So there are 4 different categories of add-ons: toolbars and extensions, search provider, which is currently Bing, accelerator, and then tracking protection. I'm not going to make any changes here as I don't have many add-ons, so I will close. Next, I will go to Tools and then select Compatibility View Settings. If you have a website that is not compatible with Internet Explorer 11, then I can add the site in the Compatibility View Settings. For example, I can add www.adatom.com and then add. So I will be able to view this website in compatibility view mode. I'll click on close. I will go back to internet options once again, and then I will go to advanced tab. Here there are different options that you can turn on and off. For example, I will unselect show friendly HTTP error messages, so that if there is an HTTP error message, I will be able to see the detail of the message. There are different other settings. You can turn them on or off. I will change the settings back to its default. So I will click on reset and then reset again. So all the settings were reset. I'll click on close. And that is the end of this video. I hope you found this video was helpful. Thank you for watching.